What's going on, WWE fans? You're watching The Ring Report, where the wrestling never stops. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let's break it down. In the world of sports entertainment, larger-than-life characters rise and fall under the spotlight, and sometimes the most shocking twists don't happen in the ring. They happen in the stories crafted around the personas fans love. This fictional tale imagines a dramatic moment when Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, finds her legacy shaken, not by scandal, but by a massive storyline twist designed to flip the WWE universe upside down. It's the kind of plot that rattles fans, tests alliances, and reshapes careers, and it begins with a single moment that pulls the curtain back on a secret no one saw coming. The night that changed everything. In this imagined storyline, Montez Ford returns early from a promotional event in Chicago, completely unaware that his early arrival is about to ignite the spark of one of WWE's most ambitious narrative arcs ever. He isn't expecting drama. He's thinking about the usual: travel schedules, matches, future opportunities, and surprising Bianca with her favorite meal. But the second he opens that door, he steps into the first chapter of a mystery WWE writers have been plotting for months. A twist meant to challenge both characters in a deeply emotional way, forcing fans to question everything they thought they understood about the EST. A shocking discovery, but not what fans expect. Instead of any real-life wrongdoing, this fictional storyline reveals that Bianca has secretly been working with a previously unknown faction within the WWE universe, an underground group manipulating outcomes, schedules, and backstage decisions to gain influence. This discovery isn't about infidelity or personal scandal. Instead, it's about power, secrecy, and the lengths a character might go to protect their status. Montez, stunned, realizes he has uncovered something that could shake WWE's kayfabe universe to its core. His wife has been operating as a double agent in a storyline conspiracy designed to flip the balance of power across the entire roster. The inner circle of influence. The plot thickens as writers reveal that Bianca's character has been coordinating covert meetings with someone in WWE management. Again, entirely fictional. To manipulate her on-screen trajectory. She's been part of a group whose mission is to reshape WWE from within, bending rules and quietly orchestrating outcomes in their favor. This faction isn't evil, just desperate to change a system they believe has grown complacent. Bianca's role in the group makes her a morally complex character, a hero to some and a villain to others, blurring the line between right and wrong. The fallout begins as the storyline sweeps across the WWE universe. Wrestlers begin picking sides. Some feel betrayed by Bianca's secret involvement in a power-shifting faction, believing it undermines fair competition. Others see her as a visionary, fighting a flawed system with radical tactics. The locker room atmosphere becomes tense, and whispers spread about who knew what and when. Fans become deeply divided. Some outraged, others excited by the unpredictable new direction WWE saw. Montez Ford's response: strength through stillness. In this fictional arc, Montez handles the revelation with calm intensity. Instead of reacting explosively, he takes the high road, gathering information and preparing himself emotionally and professionally for whatever comes next. His quiet resilience becomes a fan-favorite trait, and the storyline positions him not as a victim, but as a man forced to reckon with truth that shakes his character's foundations. His teammates support him, recognizing that he has become a central figure in one of WWE's most layered story arcs. The WWE leadership awakens behind the scenes. Within the fictional narrative, the executives discover that Bianca's faction has been altering schedules, shifting storylines, and influencing outcomes far more than anyone realized. What began as small backstage tweaks escalated into a full-blown undercover operation affecting major events. These discoveries lead to emergency meetings, debates about disciplinary action, and discussions about how to protect the integrity of the WWE universe. It's high-stakes drama without real-life damage. A perfect blend of spectacle and storytelling. Sponsors, fans, and the wider WWE community react. As the storyline breaks on television, sponsor reactions within the narrative are woven in for dramatic effect. Some fictional companies express concern about unpredictability, while others embrace the chaos as good entertainment. Merchandise sales shift, fan forums erupt in debate, and hashtags trend worldwide as viewers process the shocking revelations. But through it all, the key message remains clear. This is a storyline about power, complexity, and the blurred lines of ambition, not a reflection of real-life behavior. The emotional cost. The true weight of the storyline rests not on scandal, but on emotional conflict. Bianca, who built her character persona on strength and transparency, now finds herself wrapped in secrecy. Her fictional struggle becomes one of identity. How does a hero reconcile with becoming a villain in the eyes of many? Her calls to leadership aren't about begging for forgiveness. They're about trying to explain her faction's motivations, trying to argue that their extreme methods were meant to create a better WWE. It's a classic arc, the hero who becomes consumed by her mission. The locker room. Divide WWE's female roster reacts powerfully in the fictional narrative. Some are outraged, believing Bianca's faction undermined their hard work. Others sympathize, understanding the pressure of being at the top and wanting to create change. The division creates new rivalries, unexpected alliances, and deeply emotional confrontations, turning weekly shows into must-watch television. A company transformed. The fallout forces WWE leadership, again within storyline, to re-examine the structure of its backstage operations. They implement new oversight, reorganize travel arrangements, and introduce new rules meant to prevent any faction from gaining too much influence. As part of this storyline world, the consequences pulled WWE into a new era of transparency, strengthening its internal systems and reshaping the company's fictional culture. A legacy rewritten. As the arc approaches its climax, Bianca faces the biggest storyline challenge of her career, not a championship match, but a mission to rebuild trust with fans, colleagues, and Montez. She must decide whether to double down on her faction's mission or walk away from everything she secretly built. The emotional tension forces her to confront her motivations and ask whether she crossed a line too far, even in pursuit of a cause she believed in. The path toward redemption. The storyline ends not with punishment, but with possibility. Bianca is given a chance to redeem herself through a high-stakes match or a public admission of her involvement, and Montez is left to decide whether he can stand beside her as she fights for redemption. The arc closes with an air of uncertainty. Will she reclaim her hero status or embrace a darker path forward? Either way, the WWE Universe is forever changed.